A 5-year battle between a former McKinney resident and the city has come to an end. Late last week, a federal judge ruled that McKinney must pay for tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage caused to the woman's home during a SWAT standoff that had nothing to do with her. Today, she sat down with Allie Spillyards.
I'm feeling very blessed.
There were times Vicki Baker wondered if she'd ever wake from the nightmare that began in July of 2020. When a SWAT team descended on her McKinney home after her former handyman turned fugitive barricaded himself inside.
I told them, okay, just get him out. But I did say, please don't destroy my house.
But Baker says she was left with more than $60,000 in damage that the city told her they wouldn't pay. With the help of friends, Baker dug into her savings to get the home back on the market. She'd recently listed it to relocate to Montana, where she was undergoing cancer treatment.
But it was months of me wondering what in the world I was going to do until the day that Jeff Redfern called me.
Baker went to court with the help of the Institute of Justice.
Trying to establish as a matter of U.S. constitutional law that when the government intentionally destroys private property, even if they're doing it for a real good reason, that they have to compensate the people whose property they sacrificed for the common good.
There were years of back and forth, with Baker's case bouncing all the way up to the Supreme Court and back. At one point, her team says McKinney did come to the table with a settlement offer, but they say it wasn't enough and they wanted real change. So Baker continued to fight. Last week, a federal judge ruled in her favor, ordering the city to pay her nearly $60,000. More importantly, she hopes it sets a new precedent.
I'm retired now. I live on Social Security. I no longer have a paycheck. So for me, it was disastrous. But what if it's somebody else, that, like a single mom with little kids? So I fought not just for me, but I was fighting for everybody else that this could happen to.
In a statement, McKinney said the city is evaluating its options for appealing this ruling. Meanwhile, the Institute of Justice hopes the Supreme Court eventually takes on cases like Baker's, providing financial protection for innocent citizens. In McKinney, Allie Spillyards, NBC5.